Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Attack on Titan, the final season, episode 15. And last episode, Eren was just being an a-hole, man. Like, he really got on my nerve last episode. And then you had, Zeke. You had Zeke that used his power to transform Levi's people into Titans, and then Levi wound up killing them, I guess. And then he just like slash and diced Zeke and Zeke and Zeke. And then he's got him prisoner and everything. And then by the end of the episode, he was dreaming about someone, Dr. I think I wrote his name down. Saver or something. I don't know what that's about, but I feel like they're gonna show us maybe a little bit more on Zeke's backstory in this episode, maybe. I don't know. And then there's still the Malian warriors that snuck into Paradise that we still haven't seen, anything from them so far. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/Philamini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Yep, backstory. Do you really want to leave? You didn't look at. People, these things happened like years and years ago. Get over it. Soul salvation. Oh, so Saver is the previous. Okay. So sure, let's go. That's your auntie that died. He wants some fun with his dad. So when he's with his parents, he says what they want to hear, and then when he's with his grandparents, he says what they want to hear. Did he do that on purpose? Aww, something that he's good at. Finally. He's not home. Why you making me feel bad for Zeke, man? Don't make me feel bad for him. Uh, are we finally gonna know how or why he betrayed his parents? Is Zeke safer? Abe Toto. Yo, bro. Aaron. The frick was that? Steph, I know you're watching and all that, but then what the heck was that? First off, after the episode ended, I had to go back because I didn't really understand exactly what happened. Like at the end there, with the explosion and stuff. And then I remembered something. Levi said something to Zeke last episode, so I went back and looked at last episode. What he said, he said whatever contraption that he has, sort of like keeping Zeke in check. He told him in last episode that if he was to squirm too much, then that's gonna, the bomb is gonna explode and blow him up to bits or something or other. So I guess in this episode he did that on purpose. And then now question is, I don't believe that Zeke is dead. I don't think that explosion killed him. It probably will attract Eren because he's on the way to try to find him, right? I mean, it seemed like a big explosion, and I don't think Levi is dead either. None of those two are dead. So, yeah. Zeke. One last episode ended, and he's like, save a son or something or other or whatever. And I'm like, okay, it seems like we're gonna get a little bit more backstory on Zeke. It's not a little bit. This whole episode was a whole lot of backstory on Zeke. I felt so bad for that little kid. And now I understand why he gave his parents up. Okay, this little kid is born, when you are born to your parents, you just want to spend time with them, have them play with you and all that. But in his particular case, the parents realizing that they can use Zeke to, as a spy sort of, to have him get the funny time power or whatever. So they have been drilling these thoughts into him, like wanting him to do this when the kid didn't actually want to do it. And it's like, I felt so bad for him with the way that when he goes with his parents and his parents are telling him the story of how the Malian history was wrong, with the way that they depicted whatever happened with the Eldians and all that. And then Zeke will say exactly what Grisha wanted to hear. And then he will go to the grandparents, and the grandparents will be like, okay, the Eldians did this and whatever, and that's why we have to atone for our sins or whatever. And Zeke will be saying exactly what the grandparents want to say, and none of them, not the parents, not the grandparents, actually knew or cared about how Zeke actually felt or what he wanted to do. And it was Xavier that was the only person in his life that treated him like he wanted to be treated, like took the time to play with him, have a conversation with him, So Xavier was more of a parent to him than his parents were. So when he heard that conversation about the Orleans knowing about the restorationists and the owl and all that, and that he knew that his parents were in with the restorationists or whatever, he knew he was in danger. And then when he tried to sort of like get his parents to stop, the way they looked at him with such, I don't know, like for a long time they wanted Zeke to become a Malian warrior, and because he wasn't performing the way they wanted him to perform, there was like a very low chance that he was gonna get chosen to be a warrior. And then you see that look in their eyes, that deception or whatever. They were not looking at Zeke like their kid. They were looking at him like something, like a thing. Basically, that's how they were looking at him. So Xavier was the only person that treated him with respect, with love, with affection, all the things that a kid needs. So when Xavier told him to tell on his parents, he did that because that's the person. I mean, like, I'm sorry, but I feel like if I was in Zeke's place, I would do the same thing. Because, you're my parents, but clearly you do not care about me. You just want to use me to do whatever. And the only person that cares about me in this entire thing. So he gave them up. And then he grew up, and then Xavier told him about the other power, I guess, that the Fountain has, apart from erasing memories and stuff, messing with memories and stuff. They can also mess with your anatomy, change the anatomy, whatever. They can change your body, I guess, because apparently there was a pandemic that happened. There was a pandemic that happened. This is 600 years ago, right? And then the Fountain, like the parents, sort of like died out at one point. So he figured that it was the Fountain that changed their anatomy or whatever to make the thing disappear. So they're like, okay, knowing that, Zeke is like, if they can use that power to make it so that no Eldians will ever be able to give birth, like no more children will be born out of Eldians, then that means that after some time the Eldian blood is just gonna die out, and there's not gonna be any more Titans, so no one will be afraid of getting in by Titans, and things will go back to normal. I guess there will be no more, well, there's probably gonna be wars and stuff, because humans, that's how we are, but it's not gonna be because of Titans and stuff. And then Eren seems to be okay with that plan. I was trying to see, like, I went back and listened to their conversation again, and I was trying to detect maybe if Eren was playing with Zeke, maybe. But it doesn't seem like it. It seems like he actually believes that he should do that. And I guess, I don't know, I guess it makes sense. Because I'm like, when will this ever end? Like, how is this gonna end? And if there are no more Titans that get born into the world after some time, then it makes sense that this Titan thing is gonna be like done. Like Attack on Titans, there's not gonna be any more Attack on Titans, Oh my gosh. Like, that makes sense. I don't know, man. It's just that a bunch of people died, you know, during the course of this anime and stuff. And I don't know, I feel like this plan of theirs, it makes sense to me. You know, it does make sense. No more Eldians being born, no more Titans. Makes sense, you know. Okay, it makes sense and everything, but did they have to? Couldn't Eren just tell Mikasa and Armin that, you know, if he's actually okay with all of this? Couldn't he just tell them that? Does he have to be, you know, like last episode, the way he was treating them, talking to them and everything like that? Like, did he have to do that? Did he have to do that? Armin is a pretty reasonable person. Like, he is smart. And I'm pretty sure if you explained this to him, he would understand it. You know? So why go through all of that and beating him up and telling Mikasa that she's just a slave or something or other? I don't know. Nah. I was glad when I saw that little bitty Annie. I don't know why each time now I see Annie, whether if it's in the flashback or something, I get excited. Because she hasn't made, like, she's in her ice box or whatever. I feel like she's gonna wake up, you know, and join the fray or whatever's gonna happen after. She's gonna join back in, right? So I get excited for whenever that possibility is gonna happen, because you know, I want to see like which side she's gonna be on. I don't know. There's really nothing else. I just felt really bad for Zeke, man. And considering that I have never trusted Zeke for like ever since he showed up in this anime, I've never trusted him. Like, I've wanted him gone on so many occasions, and then they showed up this episode and they showed up this little kid. Felt so bad, like so bad for him. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe. And if you want to see the next episode right now, you can also by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filmy, and you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.